Good morning. Happy March 2nd. I got the springtime colors on, guys. It was amazing this weekend. I had to run out of town for just a quick second, but we had some rain, and then all of a sudden we had like 75 degrees and sunny. So if you're somewhere watching this and it's not that, I am absolutely rubbing it in. I just did everything I needed to do outside yesterday, and this is about as tan as I can get on a sunny day like that. And I'm out showing today, and I can't wait to get out there in it. It is perfect. Not too crowded right now. Not everybody's here for spring break. But listen, man, I'm fired up this morning, so you have to hang with me. I took a peek at these numbers, and boy, it's going to take me a minute. So I'm going to go through some things, but let's just dive right in so I can show you what's going on. I hope everybody is well. I still continue to hear from so many of you, and I'm grateful for that. Just closed one of you this past week over a nature walk. I'm grateful. Just came in on YouTube, worked through the process, got a great house on 30A. It's what it's all about. We love it. Greatly appreciate you guys and what you're doing, what we're doing together out there in the marketplace. Speaking of the marketplace, let's do it. Listen, I'm just going to get to it. New listings, 93. 93. I had to check my dates to make sure nothing was wrong on the number. 93. It is the first week of March. Spring is in the air. Weather's good. Sun's shining. But man, 93 listings. That's going to mark an increase in amount of listings we haven't seen in some time. Now, I'm not overly surprised. I've warned you guys about the seasonality. And you know our rule on this channel. It's got to come in threes for it to be any kind of trend. So we're going to have these hit or miss. We've already had 81 earlier this year, and then we went right back down in the 40s and 50s, right? So I'm not going crazy with this, but it's just what's happening. Let me go through the other numbers, and I'm going to explain what's happening with this number. Pending, 40. I think this is the part that frustrates me the most. Man, we are rain, shine, sleet, or snow. We are writing contracts in 30A, in Destin. We are consistent. 40 is a fantastic number. Love it, love it, love it. What we're not able to do is work that saturation rate. So even though we hit 40, we're not over that 50% that we like to be on those new listings so we can just eat them up, right? I felt that 40. We wrote a new deal this weekend. It's fantastic. We've got other stuff going on. I will tell you, it is still so curious. The tendency of the market, I'll have properties that are hot, they'll go cold, and then my cold properties get hot. And we really haven't fluctuated the pricing much. It's just so interesting to watch how the different buyer groups kind of come in. I will tell you that the investors are out to play. Let me get through the numbers. I'm excited this morning. Closings, 43. We were part of that. 43. So listen, 40 pending, 43 closed. We are rocking it on new business. I just want these new listings to settle down. I just want to turn it back on next week, be in the same pendings, but be back down in our 40s and 50s on the pendings. Price changes, 42. Listen, this goes back into the whole story, okay? 42 price changes on 93 new listings. Look at this, expired, 41. 41 expired properties. I will guarantee you that is user and agent error on 90% of that action. That is not strategically letting these properties expire from the marketplace. So guess what's probably going to rear its head next week? All those properties are probably going to be coming back on the market and mess with our number next week, okay? So listen, this is why I'm fired up. I took a peek at those 93, right? Because I'm like, okay, what is this? Let me tell you, out of the first 10 properties that I looked at, 3 of them, this is no lie, 3 of them were properties that had expired within the last couple of weeks or month. 2 of which had switched agents. All 3 of them had been on the market previously. But guess what? All 3 of them had been on the market previously, unsuccessful, but had raised their price on this go around. So let's paint that picture. You didn't get it sold in the last 6 months at, let's say, $1.5 million. But let's change agents and raise the price to 1.7 million. This is the danger. And I'm blaming a lot of this on agents. I really am. Because in my theory, like in my estimation, and man, I try so hard not to do this. I try to be real with all yous. A lot of it is telling a seller what they want to hear and just saying, let's just throw it out there. And so what that does, and that's fine, that's how this game's played a lot. But what that does is, when you're looking at 93 new listings, I can go ahead and tell you, we're back in that rhythm of, hey, we're writing deals. Hey, interest rates hit a 2-year low last week. Let's sling it out there for way more than market. And here's the challenge for buyers. They see that abundance coming in, and it can cause pause when it shouldn't, because there are fantastic opportunities in the marketplace. My buyer that closed in Nature Walk last week, that was a fantastic opportunity. That is a great comp for my buyer. Great rental house. My client that went under contract this weekend in Seacrest Beach, we got it at a great value. And to be fair, they were priced where they needed to be. But what distracts all that is that when you're even when you're under contract something and you see just new listings flying in, it can cause you to say, man, I might should be patient and just see what all happens. That's the danger in this. But I will so a message to buyers and sellers. Buyers, stay focused on the ones that are priced appropriately, because they're going to stand out like a rock star coming up. My listings, we're going to make sure we are standing out the way that we should, because there's going to be a lot of distraction. And that's fine. Bring it all out there, but we got to do our job of making sure it looks right. Sellers, don't be fooled. Use comps. Just because the buyers are back out and the investors are working does not mean they are going to stretch. It just means they're giving themselves permission to move forward, because the rental rates look good, the interest rates are leveling off, and they're finally coming. So let's not think that they're going to stretch an extra couple of 100,000, right? That's my message when I see all these listings. And in large part, I'm talking to agents, because I know what it is. Look, you feel successful when you have listings. You do, because from those listings, you can get signed calls, you can get other listings from it, you can circle prospect around it. But at the cost of adding more inventory to the market. You know what I mean? So that's the constant balance. So I'm not making a big deal out of this. I'm only sharing my passion for it, because I don't want this to be a trend. Because if we had 90 this week and I see 30 off the market on expired, I'm afraid we're going to be right back there when we are absolutely killing it on pending property right now. We are writing deals, and I don't think that's going to change. And honestly, I think the really good values out there are going to stand out even more, because I'm seeing people push the envelope where they shouldn't. Okay? I mentioned something on rates. I got to get Pierce on here next week just to explain where we are with that. We'll talk about that. I think it's value time, and I've still got had trouble linking up with someone to talk more about Big Beautiful Bill and the impact. So working to get that to you as well. Listen, I'm fired up. Like I'm out there showing today. We're showing all week. My listings are getting, we're making the right moves out there. I just want the market to respond and go, hey, now's a good time. Now's a good time. If you're real with your pricing, you can strike. Okay. That's my message. Appreciate all of you. Constantly appreciate you guys reaching out, and hope to talk to you soon.